Hello everyone, welcome to Oliveboard. My name is Dinkar and I welcome you all in this session. I hope everybody is doing great, fine and healthy. And welcome again to the session on 100 Day series. And it's already a long time since we are going through this series, and today is going to be the 66th lecture under this series. And it is just because of all of you and all of your support that we have reached to such a milestone. And thank you for making this success series a very successful series. And I hope everybody is also enjoying the series and making the things working properly for them. For in the starting, I just wanted to let you know that. Please make sure and or make sure a habit of writing the answer under this series, because that is the main important task that we actually wanted you to perform under this series. Because if you're not practicing the answer writing, then there is no way you can improve on your writing skills. So that is why we have created a series in such a way that that at the same time when we are discussing the important topics, we will provide you with the proper questions so that you can just try to write it down on the portal in a proper manner. And you will also get a discount coupon on that also. And always it has a little bit of gap. After Thursday we take the classes on Monday, and on every Monday I have one of my class of basics of economy. I think most of the people join that also. So hello Lalit, welcome to the session. Is anybody else there who has joined the session? Please let me know, guys. Okay. And first of all, those who are the new joinees, I have to tell them, sir, this is the master descriptive answer writing for RBI grade B 2021-2022. So it is a 100 day series, and we are discussing the topics on economic and social issues, financial management, descriptive English, and current affairs. And we are working right now on management ethics part. We are discussing on management ethics part, and today we will be discussing management, organizational, and ethics. So before starting off the session, if anybody wanted to ask any question, please let me know. I am just waiting for 1 minute, and if anything is there, if you really wanted to ask anything, just let me know. I will answer your queries. Most of the people, yeah, I think in the last class, somebody has asked me that we have started with like right now we have started to do this series. So is it possible to cover that series? Yes, it is possible to cover that series. You just try to make sure that just at the last you attempt the question in a proper way. Once you go and attempt the question, automatically you will be uh, going back again to the slides to see, because you can just buffer around the slides and learn the things regarding that. But if it is possible and if you have a time, please go through all the lectures in a proper way, because that is only the way that you are able to you are going to learn in this series. Because most of the important topics we discuss, many example we discuss, all the things we discuss in a proper way. That's why. So it is not like, say, there is no easy way of doing anything. Yeah, there's no easy way of covering the things. Okay. So you have to put it hard a little bit in order to cover the series. And even if you're not able to cover the series, just make sure that you answer all the questions. You just answer that question. That will be more sufficient, because it will help you in preparing for your answer writing practice, as well as you will have a normal content regarding the various questions and answers. Okay. So with this, let's start with our series. Today we have a management. Today we will be discussing regarding organization and ethics. That means if you're working in an organization, what type of ethics and all those things have to be followed. So these are some of the important things that have come up in the recent phenomena. Because just 1 minute. So right now, everybody know that the companies are running in such a way that they are using some of the unethical practices throughout their own business practice in order to earn the profit. But that is not the way you have to run your business. Everybody, every business has to be run in a ethical way, and that ethical way has to be done in a proper moral way, and all the things has to be taken in care of, so that you take care of each and everybody. Then only if you are doing business, then only it is called as a good business. Otherwise, whatever the way, what how many billions, trillions of billion business you have, if you are not doing in an ethical way, some way or the someday or the other day, or you will have a great fall. Okay, so let's start with this. So what is this organization ethics? So organization ethics, it's like a way an organization should respond to an external environment refers to the organizational ethics. Okay, so these are some of the various important guiding principles and rules that decide various individual how they should behave in a place where they are working. And it sometimes this also refers to as a code of conduct. Okay, like those people who are working in a company, they will be provided with some code of conduct, like what is expected from them, how to behave with them. Okay, so it is expected from them to how you are going to behave and all those things. Okay, hello Akriti, welcome to the session. Please be on time. Okay, so every organization runs to earn profit, everybody knows that. Even we are working somewhere, you are going to work somewhere, you will get a bank job, whatever the job you are going to get, every institution, every organization works for a profit. Okay, so making money runs on a profit, but how we make a money is more important. The way of making money, whether the making whether we are using ethical practice or not, or whether we are using it, that depends more. Okay, see, you can run a company which is related to like if you say that earlier in that 90s time, we have underworld, right? So underworld people, what they do is they normally get into the construction business, film industries. They just give a call to any director or producer, and they just ask something from them. Okay, so there also you are making money, but that is not ethical. By threatening someone, you are earning something that is not ethical. Okay, so just a example that I have given. Okay, okay, fine, fine, not a problem, Akriti. That's fine. Okay, take care. So, no organization should depend on unfair means to earn money. So, this is the main important point. Unfair means should not be used. Okay, so we should always understand that money is not the only important thing. It is not like that, do whatever you can in order to earn money. No, it is not like that you have to do anything in order to earn money. No, you have to make sure that the way you are earning the money is valid or not. Because pride and honor is also very important, whether we are doing proper work or not, that is also important. Okay, so individual first priority can be to make money, but he should not stop to low just to be able to do that. So the person should not see, everywhere whenever people go for a job, even you are going for a job, I am going for a job, you are working for RBI examination, you are looking that, oh my god, I will be getting every month 86,000 rupees, okay, as a salary. Okay, but in the starting people think that they like you are going for a money. Okay, but make sure that you that will on that you just do not make sure that that is only the criteria. Okay, there are various other criteria which you have to make sure that you follow that, otherwise you are not following the various ethical standards. Okay, so like if you are hiring anybody like children's below the 14 years and asking them to do work. Okay, so as you all know that if you are making any child to work before the 14 years, it is a crime under the law. Okay, so because childhood is meant for one's life, that no child is the best phase for one life, and no child should be deprived of his childhood. Okay, hmm. So it is not like that uh, there is a crime, but here childhood is mattering a more. Why? Because childhood is the single phenomena that happens in anybody's life. childhood is a single phenomena, so we cannot deprive any child from the childhood, like playing, enjoying, and all those things. Because if at that time if the child is not working, if the child is working and doing something for his family, that means you are depriving him. Okay, so that means that is not ethical. Okay, then employee should not indulge in destruction or manipulation of information to get the result. Okay, so this is another criteria if you wanted to follow ethics. So you should not indulge in any kind of destruction or manipulation of any information to get the result. So in India, most of what I know is that various companies are there who try to manipulate their data in order to be showing that they are earning huge profit and huge profit. Maybe they will be in less, but they try to show that they are in profit, and their profit, they're tampering with the data. They're tampering with the data. How you can tampering with the data? You can sit with your members, your CA, and all the financial team, and you can ask them to work. So here leader is there. First of all, leader by leader ask someone to manipulate the data. So leader is following unethical practice. Then around 20-30 people who are there, CA, other people are there, they also start manipulating the data. So automatically all these 20-30 people also started doing unethical practice. Okay, so remember, if one is honest, thing will be always in favor. So make sure that you should not do all these things when you are in any kind of organization. Okay, so employees should not pass any company information to any of the external parties. Here I wanted to tell you about the share market. Now you have heard about the word of insider trading. Insider trading word, I hope everybody has heard of. It is like passing the inside information of the company to the outside person by secret means. Okay, so most of the people during the 90s time were dependent on these type. You would have heard about the name of Harshad Mehta. He as per the various things I have seen, I think he was indulged in various type of research also, and some way or the other, I think he was indulged in insider trading, where he tries to get information of the company which should not be outside of the company, and try to manipulate the things. Okay, try to bring the share market up, try to bring share market down. Okay, so this is just happening because some information has been given by the internal sources. Okay, so that has to be not done. So do not share any of your organizational policy and guidelines with others. It is better not to discuss any official matter with your any family or friend or relative. So make sure that whenever you are in your family, do not discuss any critical information with your family or relatives. Okay, and right now people are working from home, so it is not possible to stop everybody to listen what is going on in your company, right? So everybody is working from work from home. First, make sure that you try to save as much as you can. Okay, so confidential data and information should not be leaked at any cost. So there should be absolute fairness in monetary transaction. If any monetary transaction is happening, make sure that it is proper, fair. There is no corruption that is happening. Okay, it's like if we have bought something for 3 lakhs, so that actual value of that is 3 lakhs. Okay, it should not be like that you are bribing someone and then you are getting it something like that. Okay, no. So every monetary transaction has to be done in a proper way. Okay, and never ever cheat your clients, whatever your clients are. So don't try to cheat your clients, because they are the main source who are coming to buy your products. And once, see, you can get initial advantage by cheating your client. Okay, 1 or 2 time you can sell your product to that person, but once the client start realizing that the person is cheating, then you will lose your whole client base. Okay, now organization must not discriminate any employee on the ground of sex, physical appearance, age, or family background. So whatever they, from wherever they belong, from wherever things, South India, North India, Northeast, Northwest, or wherever, even from the world, wherever they belongs, organization should not discriminate. Okay, female, mostly the discrimination happens with the females, okay, because they have their own different kind of some requirements are there, okay. So female employee must be treated with respect. Here we are talking not about equality, we are also talking about the respect, because female employees have their own different kind of issues during when they are start working, okay. Maybe some may be lactating mother, some may have their female related problems can be there, okay. So make sure that people should understand their problem in proper way and just provide them with the proper privacy, proper respect, proper equality to those people, okay. So never ask your female employee to stay back too late at work. It is unethical to discriminate employee just because they do not belong to a affluent background. Employees should be judged by their work and nothing else. So whatever the employee is there, whether the female, male, whatever it is, okay, whatever it is, female, male, transgenders, whosoever who are working with all of you, make sure that they are not discriminated. They are just judged by their work. Whatever work they have done, based on that their judgment has to be done, okay. Now, organization must not exploit any of the employee. So what is that means, exploitation? How the exploitation normally happens? Normally exploitation happens when organization or your seniors know what are your problems that you are facing. Maybe you are facing a problem of EMI issue, some health related issue you can be facing, some family issue you can be facing, okay. So they people can exploit your this situation. Maybe you, if you have a huge EMI to pay for a house, and if somebody came to know that you have bought a house of a huge where EMI is there, and right now COVID is going on, and if somebody remove you from there, you will not able to find the job anybody else. So sometimes some managers start exploiting this situation, okay. So exploitation should not be there, okay. Do not exploit somebody else problem for your own benefit. Never, never, okay. Even when I'm talking this, I'm feeling it very bad by telling that. So how the other person will feel that when the he or she or whatever it is may got exploited because of this, okay. So the employee must be paid according to their hard work and effort. If individual are working late at night, they should be paid overtimes, okay. Make sure that you pay their arrears, bonus, incentives, reimbursement on a proper time. And stealing of office property is strictly unethical. That means it is not about the organization, even for the employees, okay. If sometime employee are stealing any of the property of a organization, like even if pen is there, if that is also you are taking home without the permission or without any proper authority, that is also called unethical practice, okay. Even the even that is also called stealing only, okay. Then organization must take care of the safety of this their employees. Right now if I can see that many all the companies are there, they have been given special safety standards. That means these are the safety standard that you have to follow for your employees. That means proper fireproof mechanism, proper make sure that so that no employee should be exposed to any of the hazardous condition. But many factories are there in our India right now also, where employees right now if you are working in any of the very big companies, there this problem is not there. But if you are working in a MSME, small sectors and all those sector, here safety standards are not used in a proper way, and the employees are exposed to various hazardous condition, and they are exposed to various type of diseases. Sometimes their explosion can take place because of some chemicals. Sometimes something goes into their lungs, and wherever they destroy their body parts and all those things, okay. Where people are working on machines, sometimes they might be some issue related to machine, and they may lose their important body parts or all those things, okay. So we have to make sure that proper safety of the employee has to be taken care of, okay. Never lie to your customer. Yes, very important. Never ever lie to your customer, because it is unprofessional to make false commitment. Here I will not talk false promises. I am talking about false commitment that you have done. Okay. So make sure that whatever you are showing in advertisement, wherever you are showing in advertisement, it should be same as when the person start using the product. Okay, you should not make sure that if some cream ad is coming, you say that in 15 days the person who has a brown touch, the person having a brown touch will have a bright a white test touch in the body in the 15 days. That was the claim people do. Okay, so the one person I have heard that have given sometimes like it's an example I'm telling. So one person has done a case on one of the company that I have used this cream for 15 days, but still my color has not been changed. I am still the same which I was 15 days earlier. Okay, so whatever thing you are giving in advertisement, make sure that you take responsibility for that advertisement. Okay, so right now a pan masala ad are coming, right? Pan masala ads are coming. Okay, for that they always write in between, pan masala is injurious to health and it may lead to cancer, because they have to make sure that that has to be written. If you can see the packet of a pan masala there in the big, the court has said that this much font size should be there in the pan masala, which shows that this warning is written. Okay, so do not commit anything which your organization can't offer. Okay, if you are going for dealing with your client, talking with your client, and there you are talking on behalf of our company, so do not offer something which your company or your organization cannot provide. It is important to be honest with your customer, to expect the loyalty from them. It is absolutely unethical to fool the customer. Okay, do not fool your customer, because in one or two times you can fool it, but if you really wanted to work for a long time, make sure that you remove this habit from yourself. Okay, so and whatever the project whatever the product you are making, make sure that it should not be threat to the environment. Never, it should not be a threat to environment or mankind, whatever product you are making. And make sure that if you sometimes it happens that we have to remove some of the people companies, because our company cannot afford right now in COVID-19. What has happened is that many companies has gone into the losses and they wanted to remove their employees. So what they have done is they have asked the employees either they take 3 months of salary, or we will allow you to work for 1 month, and after that you have to search for another job. Okay, so if something happens like that, do not terminate. If you wanted to remove your employee, please do not terminate all of a sudden. Give 1 month or 2 month or 3 month notice period, so that he or she can able to find another job. Okay, and from employee side also, do not simply do that you stop going to the company. Okay, from your side also, it is not like that you automatically stop going to the company. You should also tell that I will be leaving the company in 1 month. So before that, you just make sure that you find another resource. Okay, if I am working at some place, I got another good offer from other place, so I have to move to that company. Okay, so what happens is that I will give my resignation to this company, and then I have to serve my present company for 1 or 2 months. After that, I will move to the other company. Okay, so do not make this process all of a sudden. Okay, otherwise the whole process will get deteriorated. Then the ethics and the role of the board means your top leaders, CEO, board of directors, and all these problems. Okay, all these peoples are there. Okay, for all the ethical things, whatever the ethical things are there, always starts from here only. Okay, if the board and the CEO are following all the ethical practice, automatically it flows down. Okay, so the ethics and the value of an organization are generally formed and absorbed by the founders. Okay, those who are the founder, they decide what ethical practice our company is going to follow in the near future. Okay, so they can be based on the set of various strong beliefs and particular things like beauty products, climate change, or particular way of doing business. So whatever your things are there, whatever your beliefs are there, make sure that you do. So if you are making any kind of beauty product, some ethics you will follow in the beauty product. You will not simply say lie regarding your beauty product. Make sure that whatever the beauty product you are selling, it is actually working. And if you are working with some work where too much of climate related material, like climate deteriorating materials are coming, so make sure that you have some ethical practice regarding that also, like how you are going to remove that from the environment. Okay, so once you have joined the board or are an existing board member, part of your role will be ensure that ethics are embedded and exercised in the organization. Okay, so that is your duty if you are in the board member. So ethics should be embedded and exercised. Make sure that you everybody follows that ethical practices. Okay, companies directors are responsible for setting the ethical standards, and that is their responsibility to set the standards, and at the same time they have to make sure that they cultivate this practice within their own organization. Okay, so and these only activities, ethical practice, will be forming the bedrock base for your own company for the future sustainability and future development. Okay, now, the process of embedding ethics and value is not an easy task, as the ethics and values tends to be intangible. So here, why this process is called a little bit difficult is because putting ethics inside somebody is an intangible. That means you cannot see the it is not like a tangible which you can measure. Okay, this thing you can see in the long run, whether whatever you have taught the people, whether they are actually following or not. Okay, so it is not like that you have taken some decision and you are having some marker where you can deciding, okay, now this is happening, this is happening. No, it is intangible. Okay, yet they must be made tangible to staff and customer for them to be real. So therefore ethical standards and the associated behavior must be led, developed, and disseminated by the board. Okay, so ethical standard has to be put by the board. It should be associated with their behavior first, and then it led to the development and disseminated by the board to the downward people. Okay, now the board, both as a collective as an individual, set the ethical tone from the top of a company and must ensure that it becomes part of the DNA of a company. Okay, so DNA means it is going to be the very 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 basics of the company. So anybody not following these ethical practices cannot be called as a part of that company. Okay, so ethics, value, and appropriate behavior should be permanent. Every pore of organization be reflected in a mission, vision, and strategy. Okay, so in this context, board, what is the responsibility of the board members over here? Okay, first of all, they have to developing, agreeing, and documenting the ethical and value diagram, values document. Okay, then itself living with that values as a leaders, then supporting the ethical programs for their staff, like every day they every week or every month they start supporting some of the ethical programs and all those things. Okay, then ensuring the company live up to their stated ethical values. Make sure that your company is actually following that ethical values. It is not like that for a few years you are following and after that you have totally gone out of that. Okay, no, it is not working. Now come our code of conduct and code of ethics. So there is a difference between code of ethics and code of conduct. Okay, so every business should have a set of standard guiding principles that drives the company mission forward. A code of conduct. So what is a code of conduct? It states that how employees should act. So here we will be discussing regarding the see, just now whatever we have discussed was regarding the code of ethics. Okay, some of the things which are related to ethics, and even some of the things are there which are related to code of conduct also, but there is a few differences are there between the code of ethics and code of conduct. Okay, so code of conduct is like we are giving us certain guidelines which we can measure, which we can see, which we can give from our side in a form of written format, like how employees should act, which is often derived from the code of ethics. So code of ethics will be the bedrock on which code of conduct will be there. Okay, so we can say that like this. Okay, this can be your bedrock, code of ethics. On that we have code of conduct. So from the code of ethics only code of conducts has developed. Okay, so code of ethics and code of conduct often work hand in hand. Okay, and sometime and always they become a single guiding principle. Okay, now, so code of ethics. What is code of ethics? First of all, code of ethics sets a moral standard. Okay, the code of ethics says a moral standards. Okay, at a minimum, ethical guidelines are established by the laws and industry relationship. Okay, a business can exceed minimum ethics guidelines to ensure that employee feels safe. So make sure that you should have a minimum ethical guidelines, so that employee who are working with you, they should feel safe. They avoid situation where there can be harassment or discrimination. Okay, so make sure that you have a minimum ethical code of standard. Okay, make sure that conflict of interests are also addressed in a proper way. Proper well written code of ethics should be there. Right now in big companies, we have a committee. In very big companies, we have a committee on ethics. So if any issue is having if any issue happens regarding whether that is ethical or not, this committee has been given that charge to find out whether that is ethical or not. So based on their report, the future of the employee is decided, whether the person will be removed from the job or it will kept in the job. Okay, so code of ethics are preferred to be the values which behave like a constitution. Okay, which general so code of ethics is like a constitution, one moral constitution, one big one document is there. Okay, that will be code of ethics. So that will be a part of your, like if you went into the company, so this, if you are a part of this company, that means these are the code of ethics you have to follow. Okay, it's like a general guiding principle. It will guide behavior and various set principle, and after and it will also help in affecting your decision making. So code of conduct would include the principle of integrity will be there, impartiality should be there, commitment, public service, accountability, devotion to the duty, exemplary behavior should be there. So here what we are deciding is minimum requirement for conduct. Like there should be some minimum thing, like it should not be like that there is no code of ethics and code of conduct, do whatever you want. No, some minimum thing should be there. Okay, that this much at least you have to follow. Okay, so whenever you are facing any kind of ethical dilemmas or any kind of debatable situation, this code of ethics help you to guide decision making. So if you are working in any of a company, and you came across that there is some kind of a dilemma, or you are stuck in any kind of situation where you are in you have to decide between one or two. Okay, so based on your company ethical policies, based on that you should your decision making will be based on that. Okay, now code of ethics helps member in understanding the right and wrong. The code are disclosed publicly. So these are the codes. Ethical codes are disclosed publicly because company wanted to know everybody that what kind of ethics we are following in our company, because that will increase the value of the company. Hence addressed to the interested party to know way the company is doing their businesses. Okay, now code of conduct. So what is this code of conduct is all about? So so it is a little bit different from code of ethics. So code of conduct state how company expect employees to behave. So it is a code of conduct. Code of conduct means how you are conducting in a company, like what company is expecting from you. Okay, so ethics is a higher level standards. Ethics is a very higher level concept, where code of conduct gets down to the very specific action. Ethics is a very large thing, very large. Okay, but as per various companies, code of conduct will be different type of product they are making, type of services they are taking, and all those things. Okay, so where the code of ethics might state that all employee must obey the safety protocol, like ethics say that everybody has to take care of the safety protocols. Okay, obey all the safety protocols. But code of conduct says that you have to maintain this much of distance from the oxygen tank when you are smoking. That means here strict guidelines are there. Guidelines are there. Like I went to Infosys one day, and somebody told me that there is one place which is called smoking area. So that smoking area is on the side walls. All the smoking area is on the side wall. So I asked, what is that? So he said that it is a smoking area. That means if anybody wanted to smoke, they cannot do it throughout the campus. As a campus is very big of Infosys in the Bangalore. So it's full of greenery and everything, but there are specific areas only where you can do some specific things. Okay, so that is called code of conduct. Every employee has to obey this. Okay, so it is a set of rules, standards, principles, and values, outlines and expected behavior for the member of an organization. Okay, so some rules are there, some standards they have to follow, principles they have to follow, and values. So all of things. So since these are code of conduct, so as we can say that code of conduct is a subset of ethics. Ethics is bigger, and code of conduct is coming inside ethics. Okay, now, so code of conduct are legally enforceable. That means some rules are there. If you disobey that, you will be removed out of the company and all those things. Okay, so this sets out the standards of behavior expected to of those working in the public services. Okay, so normally this code of conduct has been designed to prevent certain type of behavior. Like it is not like we just wanted to follow the people to have a code of conduct, so that it's like that like in a company where you have a conflict with anybody, so it is not like that you start slapping or beating or fighting with him. Okay, no, you cannot do that. So code of conduct prevents various type of behaviors like conflict of interest, self dealing, bribery, inappropriate action. So these all things you cannot do. If you take any time, any if you do any type of these things, you that means be things will be legally enforceable. That means legally enforceable means that means you can be taken in a legal situation also, or you a company can take also some good action against you. Okay, so code of conduct outline is specific behavior that we expect from the employee. Okay, and some of the various things which are prohibited, we do not ask them to do it. Okay, so this is the major difference between the code of conduct and code of ethics. Okay, first of all, regarding the meaning, code of ethics, it is an aspirational document issued by the board of director containing core ethical values, called code of ethics. Then code of conduct, it is a directional, it is an aspirational, that we wanted to aspire for this. And directional means we are directing you to follow this specific practices that are followed or restricted under the code of conduct. So nature is general because normally it is in a very general way, and code of conduct is very specific. Then scope is very wide in code of ethics, but in the code of conduct it is very narrow. Who governs code of ethics? It is a decision making, what type of decision you take, that governs your code of ethics. And code of conduct is based on your action, what type of action you are taking, that is against code of conduct or again or with the code of conduct. Okay, and what is the length? Code of ethics is for the short duration, and code of conduct people follow for some comparatively longer time. Then disclosure, public disclosure can happen for code of ethics, but it is employee only. Code of conduct has been given for for employee only, those who join the service. Okay, normally the code of ethics focused on value or principles, and code of conduct focuses on compliance and rules. Okay, so these are the differences between code of conduct and code of ethics. So guys, we have reached to an end of our lecture. If any doubt is there, please guys let me know. So this is the question, 66th question for all of you today. What is organization ethics? Explain the difference between code of conduct and code of ethics. So this is the question, what is organization ethics, and explain the difference between code of conduct and code of ethics. If right now anybody has any question, please let me know. I hope everybody has understood in a proper way. Please keep letting me know that whether you are understanding the things or not. Uh, if you want anything else to be included, please let us know. I'll just try to work on it, and if it is possible, we will try to include that also. Please just feel free to ask to me. Okay, don't worry about anything. Okay, so just in my classes, I'll always say that please do not feel any kind of shyness. Okay, this box is open, you can write the things over here. If it is in my hand, I can do it, otherwise I will request the team to work on it. Okay, so please let me know if anything is there from your side, if you wanted to know. Okay, so this is the question that you have to attempt for today. And those who are the new joinees, guys, we are providing you a 35% off coupon. For that, you have to do one thing. Please go to Oliveboard Discuss Forum, check for Descriptive RBI Grade B tab over there, and just attempt the three free questions, RBI questions. Till now, 66 questions will be there. So attempt three questions. Please utilize the same email ID. So you will be getting 35% off coupon over there. Okay. So, if any issues you are facing regarding you have not get the coupon code, please email to riti.gulati@oliveboard.in. She will be providing you with the coupon code. And please subscribe to our social media platform in YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. And at the last, never forget to like, subscribe, and follow. Happy learning, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Akriti. Thank you so much, Lalit. Thank you for joining the session. Good to see you all in everyday's class, because I also feel motivated that you are liking. And thank you so much for the things you wanted to know. Please make sure that whatever you wanted to ask, you just write it before that only, because so that I'll just read it and let you know whether I can do it or not. Okay. Thank you so much. Tomorrow again, we will meeting with the 67th lecture. Okay, we will be following this our series. New things are there. So see you tomorrow again at the same time. Thank you so much, guys. Bye bye. Take care and good night.